We play.
We fight.
We conquer.
Welcome to the Freak Show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Bumpy McSquiggums. We're diving back on into Tactics Ogre Reborn. And I've done all my training, I think, or at least a good portion of it. We'll run through the party real quick. Not really a lot to change. Like, not a lot of skills added, a few here and there. No real new equipment, but I mean, I suppose the easiest thing to do is just level 10. He's still level 6 and 8. Can't do anything about those boys and girls there. We have level 10, 8, 8, 10, 8, 7, 9, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, and then we got a 6, 8, 8, 6, 6, and a 7. So most folks are around the level cap at 11. Not quite there. Nobody's actually hit 11, but they're close. So we're going into Vyce Castle, and I suppose we're going to hope for the best here. Who dis?
Who goes there?
It's a Dark Knight.
Speak your name.
Hi, my name's Danum.
I am Leonard Ryman, sworn sword of the Knights of Almorica.
Cool.
I come before you a humble servant of the great Duke Ronway, esteemed leader of the Wallister.
I shall announce your arrival.
Oh, okay. Really?
The Dark Knights make their fastness here in Vyce Castle.
What does that mean?
See her soaring white walls? No wonder they name her the Swan.
I still don't know what a fastness is. Sorry. I know, I'm sure it's something obvious. Like maybe they make their base, their, camp, something, headquarters. Maybe that's what fastness is. I don't know.
But beneath her outward beauty is a nearly impregnable fortress. Be glad we are not tasked to take her.
I'm sure we're tasked to take her. Uh-oh.
We have looked for your arrival, Sir Leonard. You bring word from the Duke?
Oh,
I do, my lord.
okay.
No doubt you've had a hard journey. Come, rest within our halls.
That doesn't seem safe. We're just... Oh, okay. Sure, yeah, no, this is fine. I like the attention to detail that he closed the door when he came through.
We find your Duke's proposal most intriguing.
Sure.
Have you an answer?
Perhaps you'd best ask my lord directly for that.
Oh?
Sir Lancelot is here. In this castle?
Oh, God. No, we can't have Vyce in... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Greetings, brave knights of the Wallister. I am Lancelot Tartaros.
Oh, God.
Leonard Ryman of Almorica, if it please you. You have considered our proposal?
You waste no time, do you?
I do
I
not.
like that. I do have an answer for your duke.
Oh, God.
Tell his grace that his struggle with the Galgastani is of no concern to his eminence Abuna Branton.
Uh-huh.
Nor is it any concern of ours. The knights Loslorian remain and shall remain neutral on the matter.
My thanks, sir, for your swift response. Our lord will be much pleased.
Fair enough.
Indeed. Yet I must ask, do you really believe you can defeat Galgastan without our aid?
Probably.
Defeat Galgastan? Surely not. But such was never our intention. All we want, all we have ever wanted, is to fashion a peace with them. The Galgastani are a proud people. Were it to come to light that we sought foreign aid, it would endanger the position of those Galgastani who seek an accord as we do.
So, your duke does not want to anger his neighbors by placing his problems in our hands.
That's not exactly what he said, but sure.
Buckram could stand to take a lesson from him.
I did not mean to suggest...
No matter. We of Lodus place much upon a man's honor. I can understand why your duke would disdain the Buckram way, enjoying a life of leisure while others do their dirty work.
As you say, sir.
Forgive me, but your henchmen are so youthful.
Did you just call me henchman?
I feared you wanted for seasoned men.
Though they may be young in years, my knights' skill in battle is no lesser for it.
Indeed.
They freed His Excellency and routed the Galgastani at Almorica. Moreover, it was they who came to my aid in Chrysaro. Without their intervention, I would not be here today.
Ah, so these are the heroes of Goliath, then. Forgive an old knight his errant tongue. I say, have we met?
Oh, God.
No, not as such. That is
That is what? Speak plainly.
Oh, no.
that night in Goliath. It snowed for the first time in years. The sweep of flakes over the harbour. The bitter cold. You were there.
Mind your place, Kashua. Have you forgotten why we are here?
But now, sister, we were fools to treat with our enemy. Oh, man. Some tough choices, man. Oof, oof. Oh, look. We do ultimately want peace, right?
He's right, sister. This isn't the time. This conflict is larger than us now.
Oh, boy.
Ah, the torching. You would have been children, of course.
Aye.
How has Vyce not...
We attacked that night on word that elements of the resistance lurked in town.
How has he not opened his fat mouth and made everything worse? I'm shocked.
False word, yes. I remember it well. As do you, clearly. We were in error, though I hardly expect forgiveness on that count. Still, I can but apologize for all it will do.
He's pretty arrogant.
Enough of this. The Duke awaits our return.
Indubitably.
Oh, I'd hoped to speak at greater length.
Forgive them. Forgive us, good sir. We'll be taking our leave.
They push the chairs, but it's so not. It's so good. Such small attention to detail. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Who would have thought she was gonna be the hothead? Oh, okay. Now what's actually gonna happen? Because there's no way this
Was
went
that
as well as
entirely
was.
necessary?
Oh god.
You recall Hoberim?
My brother? Aye. He was a staunch ally in a fight. Why?
Nothing. Only the brother and sister just now. Put me in mind of him and you.
What? That was pretty vague. Okay, well, I guess we're heading back. Wait, can we shop here?
Welcome!
Uh-huh. Doesn't look like anything's really changed. Okay, So.
Come again!
Yeah. So, oh, hold on. I want to see one thing. Apologies. Higher again. Just looking to see if there's any other classes or anything, and there's not. Okay.
Again!
So, I read through some of the tutorial stuff down here. Basics. And it tells us about... So I thought it did. The Warren Report, right? Contains details of past events, profiles of the people you've met, and news from throughout the Isles. Recommended viewing. I don't know if there's a thing that shows us recommended viewing. But that's something that we're going to get at some point, because I'm guessing at that point is when we're going to get some events can only be seen from the report. In fact, reading the report may sometimes reveal new locations on the world map. Be sure to peruse it whenever you have a chance. And then the rest is tells us talk and people contain information about current happenings in Valeria, while the Wheel of Fortune, Tidings, and Play Guide detail the history you've helped to write. Keep this in mind when viewing each category. I went through literally everything and nothing popped up. There are no quests, there are no anything. So it does say that something's supposed to happen. I guess we just haven't got to that something yet. is my guess. So we'll keep fiddling around with it. We'll keep looking through it and doing whatever. And then once I finally figure out how that thing actually works, we will do it. Now, I always appreciate advice and tips and hints and suggestions. I don't want to know stuff that I shouldn't know yet. Like, I've purposely not looked up anything. I purposely not had any spoilers. I have purposely... I mean, I've never played the game before, in olden times or now. So I appreciate, like, oh, you could do this or whatever, but, like, I don't need to know... Again, things that I shouldn't know yet. I feel like that always feels kind of lame. Like, just for instance, I'm going to ignore the comment itself. Just, I guess the caveat here is, if you're going to tell me, you know, a bunch of information, you want to throw it all out there, that's totally fine. But don't be upset if I do end up ignoring some of the things that you say, because I don't want stuff spoiled. I'd like to figure some of the things out for myself. Now, a lot of the hints, tips, advice, suggestions, and stuff have been fine, no problems. But, like, one of the things specifically was, don't sell stuff. And I appreciate it. Like, you are trying to help, but this is the kind of help that I don't necessarily want yet. So I can complain about it, I guess. I don't know. But don't sell, like, the previous items that you've used, because when you get in finally unlock crafting, you're going to be able to use those to do various different things. That's not something that I should know about yet. And that, we'll say, at best is a game flaw, like they haven't told us that this is the thing that we needed to do. So I'm going to ignore that, despite knowing that that's what I should be doing, until the game tells me. So, like I said, I appreciate a lot of the info, but keep in mind, I am going to ignore some of it because I want the game to reveal things to me as I go. Now, I do still appreciate all the comments and all the love and everything else for this series. Like, I truly do appreciate it, and I'm glad that people are passionate about the game, and they want to share as much info as they can to give me the best possible way forward. But just be aware, I don't want stuff spoiled, and I know you're not spoiling the story, and I greatly appreciate that, so thank you guys very much. But, like, future game mechanics and things like that, you don't have to necessarily spoil any of that for me as well. But, like I said, if you want to do it, that's fine. I could just choose either not to read it or to ignore it. Don't feel hurt by any of that. It's totally okay. So hopefully that all makes sense. And apologies if, again, this was not meant to upset anyone and not meant to deter anyone from commenting or sharing their time, their experience, excuse me, with me. So, that all being said, let's get back here to the castle and
You
see what's
set
up.
aside your own enmity for the greater Wallister good. Such
I did.
loyal service will not be forgotten.
I did.
Would the time afforded you more rest, but I must ask you to leave for Balmamusa at once.
Balmamusa, huh?
Balmamusa. That lies in the territory the Galgastani allotted for Wallister rule, no?
Wallister rule.
Uh.
Camps where our people are forced to live in squalor.
Sounds about right.
It was a mining town once. Coal. Now our kinsmen are herded there like cattle. Some 5,000 labor in Balmamusa. Slaves in all but name. The conditions are horrific. Scores die by the day.
Huh.
Then it falls to us to free them.
Truly.
You could never free 500, leave alone 5,000. No. You are to incite them to revolt.
An army 5,000 strong. There for the taking.
I'm surprised he
In
didn't
truth, we
ruin everything.
cannot stay our course and hope for victory. We are far outmatched. However slight, we must tip the scales in our favor before Galgastan strikes. If all goes well, our bid will widen the rift between Balbatos and his enemies at home. He can scarce dispatch troops here before silencing the cries of dissent within his own ranks. This is our chance.
That is a good point.
There will be those in Balmamusa with no stomach for fighting, and others who would sooner leave things as they are.
Yeah.
Your task will be to win them to our cause.
Well,
They grow weary of fighting, else they would rally more readily. I can think of none better to wake their slumbering heroism than young heroes such as yourselves.
sure.
I shall follow at the head of a separate file, bearing arms for them.
Okay.
The Galgastani hold the lands west of Tynemouth. Dame Ravnus will go with you in support.
Hey, Dame.
My sword is yours.
So here's one of the interesting things that folks have told me that I do appreciate. Dame Ravnus apparently was not in the original Let Us Cling Together, but the PSP port of such. And she was worked in as an extra character, and dialogue was built, and the storyline was modified to fit her in without changing the storyline, from what I'm to understand. So that's a cool little tidbit, and I appreciate stuff like that. Thank you.
Much rests on your young shoulders. I pray for your swift return.
Yeah, me too. I pray for my swift return as well. The detail, it's so good. And now they're going to talk about us when we leave.
I'm counting on you, Leonor. Do not fail me.
No need to worry. Our plans proceed apace.
I don't feel like I should be trusting these guys. You know? They don't. Hey! They don't seem all that trustworthy. Alright. So we got a whole bunch of places to go over here.
Welcome!
Thank you. Oh. Again, just checking the unit list and just want to see what kind of classes we have available. Beast Tamer, we have the Berserker, which we already are, Wizard, and we got a lot of stuff for Knight. It's still not real thrilled or loving the concept of making someone a Knight. They feel pretty underwhelming. What I really would like, and I don't know if this is something that we're going to get eventually, everybody moves so little. I want people that can move like 8, 9, 10 paces. Now this is probably more me being spoiled by newer games in the same genre, where you can move 10, 12 places like Disgaea, right? You eventually start upping your ability to move much, much, much further. And I'm assuming stuff like that has spoiled me for what we're doing. Let's go to Lake Bordeaux and see what we can get done. Oh.
Sir Lancelot.
Hey, the other Lancelot. I heard that
Denham. Track me down, did you?
I heard that random battles can pop up when you're walking between places too, which is pretty exciting. I actually really hope that's true, and I'm very excited to see that happen, because I feel like that would be better, cooler, just overall like just a good thing to do, as opposed to doing the training as much. Training's safer, but
Sir Gildas told me I'd find you here.
Who?
So you have. Please, come closer.
What? Is he gonna stab me?
You look troubled. This business in Balmamusa disturbs you.
Sir Leonard says it will be a dangerous undertaking.
Are you frightened? That's not like you.
I am not frightened.
There's no shame in admitting fear. We are all afraid at one time or another.
True.
Even you?
Oh, more times than I can count. At the first ring of steel, my hands tremble with it. But fear alone cannot kill you. It has no teeth.
True.
It's strange. I tell myself I would gladly die for our cause. But when faced with death, the fear is all too real.
Risking your life is one thing. Losing it is another.
Also true.
The best way to aid your people is to stay alive. See the battle through to the end. And there's your sister to think of.
What about you? Would you die to save the ones you love?
What's that?
What's that?
A music box.
A music box. It belonged to my wife.
Your wife?
It's been 4, 5 years now. Before the war with the Empire. They advanced, and we fled, vagrants in our own land. My wife fell ill, and before I knew it, she was gone. I considered following her into death. My thoughts often strayed down that path before battle, but her music box still sang of life, and I knew it was not my time.
Oh.
My burden had not yet reached its end.
I'm sorry.
One young as you should never be forced to fight. But that's not the world we live in.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright. I kind of want to see if I can't trigger that. Just a random battle. I don't know how. I don't know if, like, the campaign, the extra days are going to cause us any kind of issue. It doesn't look like it. Alright, well, nothing's actually happening, so let's just go and get this going. I mean, we're already 20 minutes in. Perform an attack with 100% accuracy. Use a recruit skill. Okay, seems fine. Alright, now, I think it's important for us to use the scouting tool on this battlefield specifically. Do we have any dragons or anything like that? No, we got whatever that guy is, though. Who dis? What are you? Well, I mean, you're an archer. Yes, that's great. You definitely can fly. Okay, you can only move 3 though. I don't think I can recruit you guys. You're a beast. You're a berserker, female berserker. This doesn't seem like absurdly difficult. All right. Let's get rid of Voltaire. Let's get Die back on to the mix. Sorry, Cup, you're gonna have to sit this one out. Katie's coming back in. Ava and Chimera. This seems fairly okay. I suppose. I mean, we could use Splooch technically. We could bring Calark along if we wanted. We could bring the lesser of the healers along. In fact, I may do that. Bring Tamlin along. Alright, let's try it. Wait, we have 9 slots. Oh. Okay, I like that. We get more, and we have 3 guests. Alright, who do I want to bring as our final individual? This opens up so many things that I didn't think I was going to have. Helisar is falling behind a little bit. Bella's kind of weak. Splooch is falling a little bit behind as well. Let's let Splooch come along for the ride. I think that's going to be fine. And let's swap the healer with... yeah. Okay. Let's see if we've got what it takes to do this. You know what I think? I think I'm going to maybe break off the episode right here. After we get through our dialogue.
Here, and in such numbers.
What's up, Sir Gryan?
How does His Eminence not see it? Troubled times such as these demand a staunch front line.
Uh-oh. That dude's freaking out.
You there! Hold the line or I'll kill you myself!
Why is everybody so... okay.
We cannot let these rebels cross Lake Bordeaux!
Forward. Oops, sorry. Sorry. Okay, so a couple of other little things that, reading through the help guide or the guide from the Warren report did give me a few extra little tidbits that I didn't have before. Like, for instance, every single one of these tiles give you a bonus or potentially a detriment. I think it's only a bonus or a nothing to your chance to hit. So, for instance, the swamp watery stuff here, 0% bonus to melee attacks and a 5% bonus to ranged. Here it's a 25-30 split. Here it's a 10-15 split. Let's see, is this flatland here? 20-25. So 25-30. It seems like the tall grass is so far our best possible chance. It doesn't look like anything gives us more than that. And it also does not look like there's any kind of defensive bonuses. when it comes to where you stand, which is again, this is all interesting stuff. I actually really don't particularly like having defensive places on maps as far as like, oh, I'll go stand in this bush and I'm all of a sudden super powerful. I don't hate it, but I don't like it that much. I would much prefer to be like, oh, if we just do a normal toe-to-toe attack, you know, we have this much of a chance. But if we do a toe-to-toe attack, but I'm on this ground, I have a higher chance to hit you. It's kind of the same thing, but I don't know. In my mind, it's a little bit different. All right. I think I can use you in a pretty okay way. Be bold and aggressive. I'm going to try to stay somewhat in the center with the healers. And our magic people apparently don't really care about the swamp, so that's a good sign. We're just getting all this stuff out early, huh? Alright, so this leaves me with a question here. Spell Strike. What is Spell Strike? Magic accuracy increased. Okay, so we finally got to figure out what Spell Strike is. Good. Wow. I think V will be absolutely fine. And I think Die will be alright as well. Oops, I didn't mean to cancel movement. I meant to end turn. I think Die will be absolutely fine as well. Alright, we're just going to essentially make our first move here. And then after that, we're going to kind of, I guess, end the episode and then come back. Dang it, I guess I'm doing that. Alright, well, he's got bonus critical. Alright, so there's some other stuff that I learned, but we'll touch on that in the future. Alright, it's gonna hurt a little bit. Alright, guys and gals, I think we're gonna break it off right here. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Until the very next one, I have been your host, Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you so much for stopping by the Freak Show. We play, we fight, we conquer.